For me, this is the most exciting video of 2021 because I'm reviewing my favorite sunscreen of all time, that is from Biore. Currently in India, this is the best sunscreen that you can get in terms of the overall texture and for the filters. So stay tuned till the end to know everything that you need to know about my favorite sunscreen and why you need to at least try this product once in your lifetime. And once you try it, let me tell you guys, it's a game changer. Hey guys, so if you are seeing this face for the very first time, hi, I am Maitrayee Halder. I do post a lot of beauty content such as this one, mixed with a couple of contents that I really like. So if you are into that genre, then do consider subscribing and hitting on the bell notification to get notified every time I upload. Also, do not forget to follow me in my social media accounts where I'm most active and you get to be a part of what goes into my videos, especially my Instagram where I do a couple of live sessions to answer back to all of your skincare queries every single week. So without any further ado, I am going to review a sunscreen which I've been using for like past 6 to 7 years. Coming on to the product itself, this is from a Japanese brand known as Biore, which is from a company called KO. Now this particular sunscreen is called their UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence. It claims to have the protection of SPF 50+ and PA rating of 4+, which is the highest in the market, and it is their 2019 edition. So Biore recently launched in India, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago, and I'll mention the link where you can buy this product. Now going straight with the claims, it claims to have a light watery texture which spreads easily and absorbs instantly without leaving any kind of white cast. It's suitable to be wear under makeup, and lastly it claims to be world's first micro defense UV formula which has an encapsulation of UV filters, which I will go into it in the ingredient analysis part. And this technique has been patented by the company in Japan. So coming on to the most exciting part of any of my reviews, which is the ingredient analysis or the composition part. Now I'll go into all of the ingredients, but I've sectioned this ingredient analysis in certain categories. So first, because this is a sunscreen, we are going to talk about the filters used, which I'm most excited about. So it's a chemical sunscreen and all of the filters used are chemical. It doesn't use any form of physical or mineral filters. It has 4 filters in total and I'm going to talk about each one in detail. So the first filter used is ethyl hexyl methoxycinnamate, also called as octinoxate. It is the third ingredient in the list. This filter is a very old school filter. Now this particular filter only gives you the protection for UVB rays, which is the burning rays, and UVA rays are termed as the aging rays. Now octinoxate has been shown to be really photo unstable and it decreases about 10% of the overall sun protection factor after that 35 minutes mark. So in order to stabilize it, companies use new filters or some kind of advanced sunscreen filters to not only stabilize this product but to boost up the overall sunscreen factor, and especially the new gen filter, which is Tinasorb S, works wonderfully with octinoxate. And the next sunscreen filter that we are going to talk about is Tinasorb S. Now Tinasorb S, also called as bis-ethyl hexyl oxyphenol methoxyphenyl trizone. Now that was a mouthful, but this Tinasorb S is a wonderful filter. It is a new gen filter. It is one of the best sunscreen filters available in today's market. It not only protects you from the UVB rays but also protects you from the UVA rays, and also has an additional property of balancing out some of the photo unstable filters that are used in formulation, and it makes them stable and it works really great with them. And Tinasorb S is the 8th ingredient in this product. And most of the new gen filters are not approved by FDA, so is Tinasorb S. The next filter is ethyl hexyl trizone, also called as Juvenile T150 or octitrizone, and it is the 4th ingredient in this product. Now this particular sunscreen filter is the highest photo stable sunscreen filter for the UVA protection, and one of the reasons why I love this sunscreen so much. Coming on to the last filter, it also has an amazing filter which is the highest possible photo stable filter for UVB rays, called as diethylamino hydroxybenzyl hexyl benzoate. My god, that was a mouthful, but it is also called as Juvenile A+ or DHHB. It is the 7th ingredient, and again it is a very amazing filters, and these were all the 4 filters that is present in this particular sunscreen. Now coming on to the other ingredients, this does has a base layer of water. It is a very watery based sunscreen, and most of the sunscreen does uses water as base. Now the next ingredient apart from water might sound as so bad and so not good for a sunscreen, which is alcohol. Now I need you to listen to this part very carefully. Alcohol itself is bad, but in formulation it works as an emulsifier, and it adds up to the overall texture. And to make this product how this product is, the amazing watery texture, it needs alcohol in this particular product. However, this product is not drying. I will get into the texture a little bit later, but it does has alcohol and it is the second ingredient. It uses a lot of polymers, cross polymers and silicones to make this product a very silky and smooth and dimethicone kind of a feeling. It also uses decent emulsifiers, emollients and viscosity controllers. Now coming to a couple of good additives that this product has, it first of all claims to have this ingredient called royal jelly extract. Now this particular ingredient is really famous in Japan. It is seen in a lot of different sheet masks and it is supposed to be really hydrating and moisturizing for your face. In terms of humectants, it also has glycerin, panthenol and hyaluronic acid. And in terms of some extra factors, it has vitamin E and arginine, which is amino acid that does promote some kind of wound healing properties. Coming to the preservatives used in this product, it might throw you off from this product, but it uses BHT, which is an antioxidant, phenoxyethanol, which is a standard, basic and safe preservative, and lastly it uses methylparaben. Now paraben are not bad. I need you guys to understand this simple fact. I will state one or two articles which I found in the internet that will help you guys to be clear of this word called paraben and why it has been demonized and why it is not a demon. Paraben is the most safest preservative out there. The Japanese product is a little bit conservative in terms of their preservative, and I am not mad about that. And it is a very interesting fact that some of the dermatologists will also agree that when paraben was demonized and the new age preservative came, and that is the era when the skin irritancy from some kind of preservatives occurred in the first place, so paraben was not the bad guy. It does contain fragrance, which is way under the last line of the ingredient list. In the previous version that I used, it uses some kind of orange or grapefruit extract. That fragrance was a little bit invigorating, but this 2019 variant has a really mild fragrance, which they term as white mugwort smell or fragrance. And lastly, it contains an ingredient called as isopropyl palmitate. It does has a two common concern that people have. It is rated at 1 out of 5 in irritancy level and 3 out of 5 in comedogenic level. However, this product claims itself to be non-comedogenic and it is allergen tested, but our skin is different, so a patch test is mandatory. And I also developed some kind of fungal acne, and a friend of mine who introduced this sunscreen to me in the first place had severe fungal acne, but it didn't bother to both of us. Now that was the sciencey stuff and the ingredient list analysis. Coming on to a couple of different product specifications, starting with the texture, which is the most important thing in this particular sunscreen. Now the texture of this sunscreen is nothing like you have ever seen before. It almost resembles a moisturizing serum. It doesn't have any white cast. It is very lightweight. It absorbs instantly, and because it contains alcohol, some people might think it is very drying. It is not. It feels kind of a gel cream when it goes on, but it keeps your skin moisturized as the day passes. So the encapsulation technique really helps with the overall moisturizing part, not only for the UV filters but also for the overall keeping the hydration throughout the day. It won't give you any sort of white cast whatsoever. If you have the deepest of the skin tones, it won't give you any sort of white cast. Coming on to the potency of this product, it uses some of the best filters out there, so it is going to protect you from the sun. It has a SPF rating of 50 plus and a PA rating of 4 pluses, which is the highest in the market. So SPF 50 in today's world is the basic standard and you should use an SPF 50. I have used this product since I was age of 16, so I can also vouch for teenagers. So it's very safe for both teenager as well as mature skin. Coming on to packaging of this product, this particular UV essence came with the same exact packaging when I used it first in I think 2015 or 14. It does change its aesthetic a little bit. So it comes in a plastic tube which has this shiny ombre kind of a thing and it looks really nice. And because this is a Japanese product, Japanese people are really recyclable freak. Both the cap and the tube are recyclable. Coming on to the price range. Now in Japan you get usually the 70-gram version, but in India it launched itself to be the 50-gram one. In India it retails for about 1260 as an MRP, but in Japan it retails for around like 900 yen to like 1100 yen, which is around 500 to even less than 500. So it's double the price what you can get, but for the quality and the amazing filters, this is the best sunscreen available. in this price range. Now coming to the application, now you really need to focus on this particular part because I'm going to tell you a very important fact about this sunscreen. So first of all, you need to use this sunscreen as your normal sunscreens, as you should. It should be the last step of your day routine, obviously under your makeup, and it sits beautifully under makeup. But when it comes to removing this sunscreen, and this is the best sunscreen out there for this particular reason, so it uses an encapsulation technique which uses amphiphilic ingredients, meaning it has affinity to both oil and water. And what this term actually means, you might be wondering, you can remove this sunscreen even if you are not oil cleansing. So you can pretty much use your basic cleanser and you can absolutely 100% remove it. And this is the only sunscreen that if you are telling me I do not want to double cleanse and I still want to remove my sunscreen, this is the only sunscreen that I would approve of. Now coming to my thoughts, now I love this sunscreen. If you guys have not seen my top 10 or top 20 Japanese skincare favorite, I will link it in the bottom box below. I have mentioned this sunscreen over and over again. This is the best sunscreen for me. It is one of the first sunscreen that I ever used. It was introduced to me by one of my Japanese friend and I absolutely love it. Over the time, the formulation has changed and the current formulation is my favorite. When the pandemic didn't hit, I was still using this sunscreen, but when it hit, the Yes Style and the other Japanese website that I used to shop from were all stopped shipping in India. So I was currently on hold of my Biore and I repurchased like 2 bottles. Love this sunscreen so much. It not only uses the best filters available out there, it uses an encapsulation technique, which is an alien term in India. It is the best sunscreen that you can currently get in the Indian skincare market. It didn't give me any form of breakout, and mind it, I am from the combination skin and have the most sensitive skin out there. I almost react to any sort of, whether it's fragrance free or fragrance. This particular sunscreen has fragrance, but it has a very low concentration of it. So if you are a fragrance free lover, this might be a bummer, but for all of you guys who really like fragrance or you trust me, you will love this. It doesn't feel like sunscreen at all. It feels like a serum. I will show you consistency of a serum I have. It have an exactly the same consistency of that serum and I love it. Now I'm not going to blabber more about it. So going on straight with the pros and cons. So the pros being, it is the best sunscreen in India in terms of the filters used, and I'm absolutely amazed by this every single time I use. It is very innovative sunscreen. It not only uses the new filters but also uses an encapsulation technique of UV filters, so it's amazing. The texture, oh my god, the biggest pro of this particular product. It feels like a serum. It almost feels like a moisturizing essence. As the product claims, it's a watery essence. It feels exactly like that. No white cast, absorbs nicely, doesn't dry your skin out, will suit most of the skin types, even from the dry to oily. I love it. For the driest skin types, I think you are moisturizing your skin enough, so a sunscreen is not meant for moisturizing. But if you are from the driest skin type and want a moisturizing sunscreen, I think that is the only person who will not benefit from this sunscreen. For all of the person are from the humid climate zones in India, you are going to love it. It is also a water resistant formula, so if you sweat a lot, it is perfect for you. The removal part is a jiffy, so if you do not like the feeling of oil cleanser, or you run out of oil cleanser, or you are new into oil cleansing, you do not need an oil cleanser for this particular product. And lastly, for this price range, it is worth it. It is launched in India double of its price, but it is really affordable compared to all the other sunscreen that you are currently getting in India, especially the Olly titanium dioxide sunscreen. Don't buy that bullshit. Invest in this one. It also doesn't have any form of colors added. Coming to the cons, I don't have any con of this product. I absolutely love every single thing about this product. But the 3 ingredients that most people would be freaked out, first of all is fragrance, second is alcohol, and third is paraben. I have completely gone into it in detail in the ingredient list analysis. So if you are from that 3 genres which doesn't like those 3 ingredients, you are not going to love it. Coming to my final verdict, I absolutely love this product. I think I got this yesterday and I'm reviewing it today because I'm using this sunscreen for almost 5 to 6 years. I have used the 2011 variant, I've used the 2016 or 17 variant, I've also used the 2018 variant, and I have used this exact 2019 sunscreen in the beginning of 2020. One of the things that I want to mention, it's not particularly a con, the date of manufacturing is exactly same as the product that I used in the first initial half when the pandemic didn't hit. So the manufacturing date is 08/2019 and the year of import is October 10, 2020. So it's almost a year when they thought of launching in India, and currently it's 01/2021. So you are technically getting an old batch of the product, but the expiry date is 3 years, and because it uses the most safest preservative and some of the best preservative out there, which is by the way paraben, it lasts for a long time. It doesn't separate. So overall I will highly 100% support this sunscreen, and I would really tell you guys to at least try this product once. I've also repurchased one of my favorite oil cleanser, which is again from Biore, and I always bought the 250 ml, and somehow they thought that they need to launch a 150 ml of this, so I'm really sad about that. So this was my review of the best sunscreen that is available in India and my favorite sunscreen of all time. So let me know how you think about this video. Comment down below any of the other queries that you have regarding this sunscreen. If you have used this product, if you didn't like this product, if you like this product, shower all the conversation and criticism in the comment box below. Like this video if you liked my content. Share this video to any of your friends who is looking for a sunscreen which has this wonderful property, which feels like a serum, doesn't gives you a white cast, as well as gives you the sun protection factor by using all the amazing new gen filters. And lastly, subscribe to my channel, hit on that bell notification, and I'll see you next week. So bye bye and take care.